Will they keep it tight? Will they throw it around? We are about to find out. The snow coming down at Bruce Stadium. The first juggle of the game, the first tackle. Walker will get up and play it back quickly. Centre. They'll keep it tight early on. John Skandalis. These conditions never seen by these players in the Premiership arena. Walker takes it flat out into Wolford. Craig Field puts it to the boot. The kicking game will be vital. Brett Mullins is back there. Waits for it, takes it. He made a kangaroo tour. Now for Vaynercholu on the far side. Centre comes across in cover. Dangerously close to the sideline. That's another effect the snow is having.
It wasn't a bad set of 6 tackles there from the Tigers, but the kick on the end of it went to Brett Mullins, and the first bounce, Hopewadi was caught out of position.
The Tigers have won the only clash between these two clubs. Great field. Mark O'Neill. That was Luke O'Donnell. Field thought about the inside ball. Smith took it. They're 5 away from that try line, covered in snow at the moment. Field into the in-goal area. Here they come. McGuinness gets there. The first try in the snow goes to McGuinness. A well-placed kick by Craig Field. He found the white ball on the snow in the in-goal.
Well, I'll tell you what he is. He's quick off the mark, this fella. Craig Field did well too to bring the defence on. He went to the line a couple of steps, grabbed it through. It was perfectly timed. McGuinness only a short player, but very quick. Watch the defence come on, gets in between. Vaynercholu's the closest to the football. McGuinness gets the try.
Joel Kane has already scored 130 points this year, including 9 tries from his 16 games. He's played in every game. He's really worked very hard on his goal kicking. He's been working very hard with a specialist goal kicking coach from the Northern Spirit Soccer Club, in fact, and his goal kicking has improved immensely. These by far the toughest conditions he has kicked in. He slides into the ball. The flags are up. They are 6 vital points. Furner. Dave Furner looking to bust that tackle. Loose ball. Tigers have it again. Craig Field, one to beat. He needed Hopewadi. Justin Morgan pounces on the loose ball. They've turned it over.
He really panicked that time, Craig Field. That would have been back to 0 tackle. It was the Raiders who made the mistake. He knew that he had Hopewadi unmarked on the outside. He go the Raiders now. Duckworth coming up with a good tackle.
They loved the counter-attack, particularly in the early 90s. Nobody did it better. Reuben Wickett again.
Ball back in the centre, Darren.
McFadden, the first receiver. Bad ball, that one from McFadden. Morgan went down, picked it up, took the tackle.
Bring 10, hold.
Laurie Daly. Mullins in the line there, sliding close to that touchline. 5th tackle, they're calling for a high ball on that right-hand side. More a jab sliding kick, which put some pressure on Kane. He's got to get low. He's lost it. Have they come up with a try? Must be very, very close, this one.
Well, to the naked eye, that seemed like a try.
You can put it down to, if it is a try, no pressure put on the Tigers on the last tackle. Laurie Daly had an age to decide what he was going to do. He planned it out.
Wiki was through. Wiki was there with Williamson. Here's Joel Kane now. He's just desperate to get back in that field of play. Get that ball there. The knee of Reuben Wiki has forced the ball loose, which is okay. For mine, it's a try. Yep. There it is. A little bit of luck. Luck's a fortune.
Well, I bet the players hope he doesn't delay like that every time, Peter Filmer. We'll see some dying of hypothermia. But he got the right decision, I believe.
Williamson now.
Talk about extremes.
That is one. He's an extremely good goal kicker, this man too. Williamson, the flags are up. This ball game is tied up at 6-all.
Keep it locked. Out.
Fadden trying to link up with McClendon. Played a lot of their
One,
junior
let's
rugby
stand.
league together,
Hold
these
the
two.
line.
Clinton, the Dally M Rookie of the Year back in '98. Ferner
2, release him. Here's 10.
backing up after the origin. Wayward ball. If you've got to throw a bad pass, it may as well end up with Laurie Daly, as it did on that occasion. Vainikolo flicks it out the back for Williamson. Anthony Swan.
3. Work it back.
Morgan. Wolford. Daly thought about the kick. Now he chips. Laloa. Milford going back. He's got to hurry. Get it, dead Laloa. He can't. Greg Wolfgram. I think he got the ball down. Laloa Milford didn't force it. And Greg Wolfgram has come up with a try.
Why do players keep trying to knock it over the dead ball line? Get an age there, just put your hand on it. It's the same result.
Much more difficult, as we've already seen today. The ball holding up in the snow.
Just dive on it,
Just had to
son.
fall on it, yep. It was like trying to flick an ice cube, a slippery ice cube, over the line.
It gives the Raiders kicking game a lot of confidence, doesn't it? Up we come now. That'll be a try.
Well, they trailed by 6 points to 0 after just 3 minutes. And now midway through this opening half, they lead by 10 points to 6. Hard to believe. Very difficult for the kickers today. Their footing slippery. 21 gone, 10 points to 6. Canberra in front. Craig Field. Joel Kane, little grubber. They read it well.
Go, 1.
Well, it probably wasn't the kick they needed, the Tigers. Having had trouble getting down Canberra's end for a while, they needed a longer kick. And now find themselves in relatively good field position, the Raiders.
And they've had success with their long kicking game today. Why would they just turn around and try with a little grab a kick or a little chip on the halfway line? Couldn't come up with the football. The Raiders starting to get a lot more possession now and warming into this game.
Back again, all back.
Pearson for McFadden. Daly on the outside of his man to Anthony Swan. Vainikolo puts the step on the far side.
Well, the classic slide defence in action there. Tigers very compressed, but then sliding on their man.
Back away.
Fifth tackle. Oh, good hands from Daly. Gets a kick away. Goes past Milford, goes dead. If it works once, why not try it again?
Didn't pull up that time, did it? Generally skids at the first bounce and then hits the second time.
Well,
and stops.
There's a fair bit less snow on the field now to what we saw when the game began.
Here's 10.
Now starting to suit the Raiders. This is what they're more used to.
He's had a game walker, hasn't he?
Back
He's
again.
in everything. Hasn't had a rest yet.
Tyron Smith.
At 3.
Good grassing tackle, that one from Williamson.
Got the foot.
Who for a centre gets through a lot of work, and that's a bad error by Hayes Lauder. Gives the Raiders good field position and a great attacking chance. That's a voluntary tackle for mine.
I think he slipped over.
Keep coming, Craig.
Morgan. Offloads. Daly. McFadden. Inside for the Vico. Good offload for Costin. Better one for Swan. What a try this would be. Vainikolo. There's nothing like snow business. Vainikolo gets across in the bottom corner. The Raiders celebrate.
Geez, that was great passing through their hands and very cold today. We mentioned earlier how difficult it would be to control the football, but the Raiders handling it as if it's dry weather here today. And on the back of an error from Hayes Lauder there, put the Raiders in perfect field position.
It's the third try that they've got off the Tigers' error. Just have a look at this. Was the right-hand defence I was talking about a little bit earlier. The McGuinness side, beautiful hands there. They keep going down that side. And Vainikolo gets their third try. Danger signs already for the Tigers. Good catch and pass. He did that on the run that time, Anthony Swan. Catch and pass on the run.
That's what faces him. He strikes this pretty well. It's not hooking back, though. It's waved away. That scoreline remains. 14 points to 6. Skandalis scored 2 tries.
Put on it.
When they last met in the first half of the draw. Centre about to come back on. Bad ball, that. Really bad ball.
That's terrible football from Carlaw. Oh, boy, he should have been there on the wing, Milford, but very hard. You got to look where you're passing the footy. What's this? Catch and pass. Look.
It was forward anyway. One thing we've seen from the Tigers that they started very well in this game, dominating field position at Canberra's end. The last 10 or 15 minutes, they've been hemmed up their own end through mistakes.
McFadden, couple of dummies, using his pace. He's very quick, McFadden. He can't get away from Smith. Smith made a very good tackle.
Pick down the blind.
McClinton, Swan, Marlins, well, try number 4 for the Raiders. They have taken control of this game.
Just have a look here from the scrum. If we can go back to that scrum base, the defence from John Hopewade is defending right behind the line. What it does, they've only got 3 defenders in the halfway. What it does is open it up for you and invite you to run the football down there. Just have a look where John Hopewade is, if we can see. He's right back there. There he is. There you can see his legs in the screen. McFadden does it. Then they can't recoup. Not enough players go to the short side. John Hopewade is left there on his own. Catch and pass. Try time. Mullins. He knows. He read it well.
It was a very quick play, the ball, wasn't it? That's what did it. McFadden, he got up, played it very quick, and you'd have to say the Tigers forwards very slow to respond from the scrum. They're still all getting their way over, and as Steve Roach mentioned, John Hopewade on his own down that blind side, no chance of stopping. 3-on-1 situation there with the Raiders.
Players desperately trying to keep warm. Williamson heading towards the crossbar, hits the crossbar, then it bounces over. 1 flag up, 1 flag down. No goal is the call.
Well, here it is then. Have a look at that. That's the first tackle. Look where Hopewade is. You miss 1 tackle like that, it puts a strain on the loose forward, or the lock forward, who is Tyron Smith, comes over. And just have a look at all the players. No one goes to short side. There's no one there. Catch and pass. He just straightened up, Swan. Got it on the outside to Mullins. Too easy.
Still another one in reserve. Vanakola was there on his outside. That right side defence for the Tigers. Wayne Pearce is going to have a look at it half-time.
You've got to get another back rower over there.
I think what he will be saying, though, is to get the ball down the other end of the field, just as they started the game.
Daly, that's Ferner. The Vico, in fact. Flicks it out the back. That's a knock-on from Wiki. Play on. There was no advantage there. So it will be a West Tigers scrum feed. And they desperately need to get a 4-pointer at least before the half-time break.
Wasn't a bad idea there to get a little bit of second phase happening. Wiki just couldn't handle the football. Did the right thing, but got it back. I'd love to see Tyron Smith running 3 off the ruck here. He'd be a handful. 6'6" of him. Trying to get one person to tackle you. You'll get the offload.
Come on, work back, work back.
They've had 68% of the ball. Lead by 18-6, Joel Kane.
3, make the line, Simon.
Very close now, the Tigers. Centre. John Carlaw, quick hands. That'll do it. Loa Milford through the quick hands of Carlaw. A minor celebration. The second try for the Tigers.
Well, he was awake. He was awake that time, wasn't he? Milford. Johnny Carlaw, great hands. He caught the ball on the run, catch and pass. It was funny defensively there from the Raiders. It was just a lazy run from dummy half there from centre. It just didn't come up on the line. Wolfgram got caught in no man's land. The catch and pass from Carlaw.
What we also saw was McLinden come out of the line here. Really didn't take anybody. Wasn't looking, he got caught ball watching. Wasn't looking at the players he had in front of him, and then it was too late.
He struck it, but it's way right. Never a chance, really. 18 points to 10. We've seen 4 tries to 2.
It's 18 points to 10 at the moment. They're still in it. Got to get on that scoreboard first.
No doubt about that. Goal kicking very difficult in these conditions, and most of the Canberra tries were scored wide out, giving a very tough task for their kicker in Luke Williamson.
There it is, one back.
Mullins takes them short side. Ferner.
2, John. Bring the ball up, Dave. Bring the ball. Come on, stand up.
Wolford picks out Costin. Brandon Costin, who came up with 34 tackles last week against the Sharks. Lifting his work rate as he goes into the back row. Ferner. His legs must be feeling heavy. Big game on Wednesday night for the Origin. Big opening half. I don't think he got a break.
back.
Costin again, played it back quickly. Wolford kicking out of acting half. Joel Kane just waits for it to come to him. Looks up, good chase. Very good chase, in fact. He'd love to be out there, even though it was snowing. Matt Sears, unique conditions, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, very tough conditions out there today for both sides today. You know, probably pretty unusual for football out here in Australia.
They're looking for another try, the Tigers. Averaging just under 3 per game. I'd like to improve on that. Slowish play the ball, that one. Inside ball, chance for Smith.
3. Back again.
3 tackles to go. Set play for Craig Field. O'Donnell, twist, turns. Great show of strength. Is he held up? I think he is.
He's strong, all right. Don't worry about that. Luke O'Donnell getting his first start for a few weeks. Good young player. He's powerful. And how good did Laurie Daly do here to spin him around? Set play there from the Tigers. Did everything right. Spins out of the swan tackle. Watch Laurie Daly come over the top here. Good show of strength. Desperation there from the Raiders.
Craig Field away quickly. Duckworth had to stop and prop and then go again. Back to the centre of the park. Put a lot of pressure on John Skandalis. Walker puts the head down and gets within 10.
2. Release, hands out.
Field. Skandalis again scored 2 tries last time against the Canberra Raiders. That was in round 4 at Leichhardt. They're very close. Field, change of direction, nowhere to go.
Hands off, hands off.
A couple left now. Centre puts the head down. Barrows under the defence.
Gets a lot of tries that way too, Darren Centre.
Last tackle. High ball. Who jumps? Tyron Smith. Well, he just climbed up the ladder, reached out, grabbed the ball, put it down, and it's up to 4 points.
Why wouldn't he? He's 9'8".
He didn't have to climb the ladder, he's already on it.
He just put it up, just put his hands above his head and caught it. McGuinness would be filthy. Stole the ball out of his hands. It was a poor set of 6 tackles until the last. Little chip over the top. Look at this. Didn't even leave the ground. Here, I'll have that.
So Joel Kane with a 70% record for the season should add this to his tally, and he does. The flags are up. The scoreline now a lot closer. 18 points to 16. Field. Duckworth. Joel Kane. Up from fullback.
4. Work back, here's 10.
Duckworth. Field, inside ball for Luke O'Donnell.
Last tackle. Bring back.
5th tackle, and we've got Duckworth and Field both on the open. There's Field. Rubber kick, well handled. McFadden was it.
Got the jumper. 1.
Got collared too from Skandalis. Well read there. That time it was McLinden. 2. Was it McFadden?
It was McFadden.
It was McFadden.
They're hard to tell apart. There's Tongue. Driven back. Duckworth, very aggressive.
Geez, he read that well.
It's 4. Darren behind me.
That was in between a little chip and a grubber. That one probably not where he wanted it to go, obviously.
Yeah, probably in 2 minds about what to do with the ball, and that's what you end up with. Joel Kane, that's a great clearing kick.
From Laurie Daly too. He knew what to do. You got to get out of here.
First, clean stand.
Joel Kane.
All back, keep coming on.
The lower Milford.
2. Work 10.
And missed tackles.
Stand up.
Not too bad. 10 apiece in these conditions where it's hard to get a grip.
3. Hands out, roll out.
McFadden again over the top, making a tackle. Short side they go through Smith. Scored the only try of this second half. Centre, they're starting to give him a little bit of room to move. Over the top it comes. Duckworth straightens the attack.
Play properly, Ben. Play it.
5th tackle. Big chance here for the Tigers. Craig Field, grubber, rebounds. Where's it going to end up? It's still on the toe. Craig Field comes up. A double bugger in many ways. Twice he had a kick at it. There was a lot of luck there, but I think Craig Field got downward pressure. That's another 4-pointer for the Tigers. They'll be back in front.
They never lay down, do they? It's a great kick there. A little bit of luck, I will say, there for Craig Field. Referee only worried about the downward pressure. I got no doubt that he would have put his hand on the football. He was the first there. Have a look at the chase here. He stays alive. Mullins can't get across. Ball slides out. Downward pressure, how much you want?
Yeah, no doubt here tries, we see. Just what the Tigers needed in this second half to come back with 2 quick tries.
And again, they've scored it in a very good position. 3 from 4, he makes it now, Joel Kane. The extras are very important in this game. 58 gone, 22-18.
This game very important for the Raiders to get back into the 8.
A little short grubber kick looking to regain.
Yeah, but how far in front of the post was he?
It doesn't matter, was it worth the try? It gives Canberra a fantastic attacking opportunity. They're leading by 4 points, they're not trailing by 4. Wolfgram. Stacking this left-hand side, they'll settle it down on the right. We've got deep and then lining up. DeVico, one more to the line. Now they've got to slide quickly, the Tigers. Ferner, how often have we seen him step across? 5th tackle. Grubber kick, Carlaw's back there all by himself. DeVico makes the tackle along with Williamson.
DeVico put the kick in. He's the only bloke that chased. I can't believe Laurie Daly's not on the field.
Well, I can't believe they didn't come up with a play or something in that set. A perfect opportunity to attack.
We've had 2 sets of 6, and Laurie's warm on the bench.
In the end, DeVico did well, but he's come up with an injury from this. Carlaw went back. I touched on this early in the set of 6, but they were queuing up wide out on that left-hand side, waiting for a set play, but there has been a little bit of lack of communication for the Raiders in attack. That's a better dropout, 50 on the fly. The first tackle should be played out on the 40-metre line instead of the 10-metre line. Mullins.
That's good. Mullins trying to get in and involve himself. Up from fullback, trying everything.
Ferner heavily involved for Williamson. He's got through a lot of defensive work.
Tigers are looking strong in defence, but
DeVico again for his partner in crime in the front row, and Payton got the offload, which was great work really from Payton for Ferner. So again, 2 tackles left. Daly's out there. He'll be the second receiver. Here he is, putting on a play. Nothing really happening. Mullins wants Vanakola back on the inside. 5th tackle now. Daly again. He'll get it on the first occasion, on this occasion. As he does. Grubber kick again, rolling it in. Carlaw did well.
They keep going for the little grabber kick. Why don't they put the big bomb up and try and contest? It was a poor set of 6 tackles there.
I haven't seen anything from the Raiders in the past 3 or 4 sets that's really threatened the Tigers at all. I suppose that is a credit to the Tigers that have been able to hold them out. At the same time, they haven't been put under too much pressure.
They've cut their error rate. Look at the defence there from DeVico. 28 tackles. Laurie Daly with 20 at lock forward. David Ferner backing up, and also Wolford.
One of the reasons that Daly needs a break every now and then is the second top tackler this season for the Canberra Raiders, averaging around the 23.5 mark. Charge down, Wolford. What about this? Swan has it. McClendon, the quickest man on the park. It's come from a charge down. It counts just the same. McClendon gets try number 5 for the Raiders. They've tied the ball game up. The kick will break the deadlock. Well, 22 apiece.
The heads will go down now from the Tigers. Their defence has been sensational here in the second half, especially the last 6 minutes. They had to repel everything. Now we see the charge down, pressure on field. It's a great chase there from Wolford. What about the bounce? Swan gets the bounce. He gets it on the outside. McLinden gets the try.
Well, if there's one way this could have been prevented is the Tigers providing Craig Furr with a bit more protection. Simon Wolford able to come through and initiate that charge down. And then the enthusiasm there from the rest of the Canberra players to react.
They led 18-10 at the half-time break. He strikes it, times it nicely. The flags are up. The Canberra Raiders are back in front. 30 seconds to go. We've got a good finish coming up here.
The referee's got to make sure that they keep back the 10 metres here.
Field, chance of the arm early. Mullins is going back. Hopewadi came through. It went dead, though. Back to the 20.
I don't understand why you would kick with 30 seconds to go. You'd eat up the clock using the tackles up.
First line, Brendan. Brendan, first line.
That's the thing. Once the ball's in your possession, you're a chance of getting a penalty. You're a chance
of something. You kick the ball away on the second tackle.
In saying all that, how close did Hopewadi go?
Yeah, but you eat the clock, don't you?
Full-time siren sound in the background. It's all over here. This historic match at Bruce Stadium. The first premiership game to be played in snow. It stopped about 20 minutes into that opening half. In the end, we've had the Canberra Raiders coming from behind to win by 24 points to 22.